Good morning. Happy Saturday. Come back into child's pose. All right. Good morning, everybody. So you might have seen last night that we had the tremendous honor of the Terminator, 7-time Mr. Olympia, someone that's been a hero of mine since childhood, someone who had a huge influence on my fitness obsession going back to the first time I saw pumping iron when I was a kid. Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor, the most famous actor in the world for a very long time, maybe to this day, I don't know. But he quote tweeted my response to him on Twitter, calling Frank the Tank an inspiration. And I just want to say to Arnold that nothing has ever fired me up more. Nothing has ever been more of a validating moment or a canon moment for me. Just unbelievable to get that sort of a compliment about the persistence, the grit, and the discipline it takes to do something like Frank has, walking 815 days in a row. It was so humbling. It was so cool. And just so all of you know, I hardly slept last night, and I've been working extremely hard, and I'm still working today and checking constantly on doing what I think someone said in the chat, which is getting a trip booked to go meet the governor, the Terminator, out in California. Now, obviously nothing's set yet, but I will tell you I'm making progress. I will tell you I'm relentless. I will tell you if it doesn't happen, it won't be due to lack of effort. So thank you again to Arnold. Today's workout will be dedicated to you. I will be doing some cleans into presses, which was your favorite exercise, unless I'm mistaken. And we're going to get a great pump. Right now we're going through our warm-up, little vinyasana, down dog, back to really feeling that stretch in our calves, back to vinyasana, up dog. Now, if you're a beginner, just drop your knees. Go through that same flow with a lot less pressure. But back to Arnold. You have to understand, for someone to win 7 Mr. Olympias, right knee to right elbow, up in the air, and come through for pigeon pose, you have to be the most disciplined, dedicated, hardworking, just on top of your game human being. He won 6 in a row, then came back 5 years later and won his 7th. And he had everybody trying to beat him. That's what's so impressive, the title defenses. That's why Jordan will always be so impressive to me. He defended his title with 2 three-peats. Arnold defended 5 times by himself, no teammates, all the pressure on him. And when somebody like that recognizes the hard work, it means more to me than anything, like any kind of whatever. It's just such a compliment. It's the holy grail of fitness compliments. So I got some extra juice today. I'm low on sleep, but Arnold has fired me up. He's fired Frank up. Frank's very excited too. And we're going to get a great workout today. Some of my favorite, and I'm not just saying this, I mean, I'm talking like core childhood, watched it a million times with my best friend Ryan, but Commando, Kindergarten Cop, Terminator 2, and Twins. I know those aren't his biggest. I've seen all of them. But those 4, 2 action, 2 comedies, made us love him so much. And Kindergarten Cop is maybe my favorite movie ever. If you've never seen Kindergarten Cop, see it. It's a very simple movie. Arnold is a undercover kindergarten cop. It is just absolute cinematic gold. Getting in our crunches here. Really want to make sure our hips are warmed up as we get into our power clean press later. All right, let's come up. Good morning. When was that question? 1 minute ago? Yes, potentially, can we get a walk with the Terminator? Potentially, yes. And to take it a step further, I personally will see to it that every single effort is put forth to make it happen. I think it's a realistic goal right now. And that's why you got to take shots. You got to take shots. You're going to miss most of the time. But every now and then, something hits. And then when it hits, you stay the fuck on top of it. Come back, finish with tree pose. I did meet Arnold once at Gold's Gym because, as you guys know, I love Southern California. I'm a Gold's Gym guy. I'm an old school Arnold Schwarzenegger guy. So again, yesterday was surreal for me. I've done a lot of crazy shit since Big Cat Dave brought me over, let me be part of the team here. But getting a nod from Arnold, man, holy shit, that was so freaking cool. I will never forget that. Come back to the middle. Kindergarten Cop is an excellent movie that stands to this day. You can go head to head with any comedy. You give me the best comedy, I will put Kindergarten Cop up against it. I mean, Arnold in the accent, teaching the kids, elementary English. It's pure gold. When Arnold has on that little straw hat and he's playing the freaking banjo, oh my God. One thing I like to do when we're doing any stretch bending forward, trying to stretch out the hamstrings. Just grabbing my opposite elbows and just letting my body weight hang and focusing on my breathing. Roll up slowly, come down into a chair pose. Left elbow over right knee. Again, really getting those hips stretched out. It's the middle. Other way. Let's put our feet together. Straight down. Left hand down, right hand up. Right hand down, left hand up. All right. We're not going to do a long run today. We're going to really, come on, Jenks, you can do this. Stick to just 1 mile. 1 mile. Pretty nice jog in terms of, we'll probably get like a 7 speed or so. And then we're going to get into some Arnold lifts. But no matter how good I feel, I got to be disciplined. I don't want to run too much. I've been running too much for about 10 years. That's right, 10 years. And I've got to adjust. I've got to evolve. You know, this beard doesn't look terrible. Maybe I don't need to shave so vehemently every couple days. Okay. All right, let's run. Let's get into a flow state, and then let's do some Arnold effing Schwarzenegger power clean presses. And no, I will not be doing the weight he does, or ever do, or currently does. I will be doing significantly less, probably about 100 pounds. admittedly over a mile. Just want to get a little bit more endorphin in me. A little bit more. But I won't do a full 2. Let's work, let's work, let's work. Let's work, say. To get me through this, such a high, baby, baby, I want something else. Make me cry. Come on, come on. All right, we're going to compromise and stop at 1.5. Got a nice swap going now. Bulking up is working, by the way. Running less, eating more. I'm almost back to 160. I was down to like 150. So very quickly putting some extra bulk on, and I do think it's almost all muscle. Maybe a little fat, but not much. Sip of body armor. The sweater did a good job protecting the sweat, but I will still wash it down, of course. Whew. All right, we're going to get into some power clean presses. All right. All right. Before we get into power cleans, we want to make sure we're fully warmed, engaged at the core. So another set of cat cows, really feeling that lower back, feeling the hips sink, stretch, elongate. Donkey kicks, just 5. Fire hydrants, 5. Come back the other way. Couple more stretches. See if my Sorry, my headphones were getting messed up for a second. Hopefully they'll hold together here. All right, let's touch our toes one more time. Left hand down, right hand up. Stretching out the oblique, stretching out the lower back, stretching out the hamstring, even getting a little bit of the groin. Just do it the proper way. Come down to downward facing dog. Vinyasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right knee to right elbow, step it through. Another good twist. Again, really getting the obliques, getting the hips warmed up. Same flow, but then coming to the left side. All right, shit's about to get real. Told you today was dedicated to Arnold. We're going to grab 2 10s, twists as our last warm up before getting into power clean press. Somebody asked me if it's a certain number I look to do on these. To be honest, I change up between 5, 10, 20 pounds, which will obviously dictate the amount of reps. But on top of that, the speed at which I'm going and the type of workout I'm trying to get matters. So sometimes I'll do it more by time. Sometimes I'll do it by a rep number. But I think you guys would agree most of the time it's a combo where after a certain amount of time when I start to burn, I'll start counting. In fact, this set is a good example where I'm just getting nice and warmed up with the 10s, but I don't want to get burnt out. So I'm going to do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's one of my favorite shirts. I got the full Arnold outfit on right now. The greatest bodybuilder of all time, who's now aware of Frank the Tank's walking journey, weight loss story, which is one of the coolest things. I know it doesn't matter financially or otherwise for someone to quote tweet, but just as a personal win, my God, that was so cool. And I'm going to try to get that walk. All right. First set, power cleans. What we're going to do here is come on to the bar right in the middle. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart. When we come down to get the bar, we're squatting just like in an air squat where our butt goes straight out, our knees don't go forward. We're going to come up. We're going to try to get the weight to about our nipple height before we flip the wrists, have it here at our chest. Slight bend of the knees, but we're really going to try to get it from our shoulders and our lats, triceps, and we're going to go right for a press. That's going to be 1 rep. These are exhausting, and I haven't done them in a while. This is the special Arnold Day workout, so we will see what I can do here. I'm hoping to maybe get 5 per set, but again, these are tough, so I could embarrass myself. And to be clear, Arnold probably did this with, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times the weight. So you can also take that into consideration. All right, here we go. This is just 95 pounds. All right, that's 5. Tough, but did them relatively smoothly. What I'm going to try to do now is something I don't really think I've done much in the past, which is go for 135 on a power clean press. And this is specifically as a tribute to Arnold Schwarzenegger, a true American hero. All right. This is a lot of weight for not such a big guy. I'm not that big of a guy. I'm not that guy. But I'm a fucking bulldog, so let's go. Let's get this. We're going to look for 1 or 2 reps. The key is really getting to 2. Which means I can press it up, come down, and come back up with it again. That's why getting 2 reps, I think, is key with, when you're doing bench or any of those exercises, trying to get a big weight. To me, if you only get 1, it's kind of suspect. You got to get 2. Okay. Before we do it. Set 2. Sit down. Butterfly. Don't ever be afraid to use your time between sets to stretch. You guys know I prefer supersetting everything, but when you're doing Olympic lifts, you're doing Arnold lifts, you actually are better off getting a stretch between sets rather than, doing air squats or something crazy. Body Armor Flash IV. really the only way to live. The only way to do this. Okay. That's set up properly. Okay. All right. This is for Arnold, guys. This should be 135. Power clean press, which I have not done before, as far as I know. How's that for review? Let me back you up a little. There we go. Now you can see the full 135. Okay. All right, come on, focus. With exercise like this, you can actually hurt yourself, so you got to be careful. You got to listen to your body. If it's not going up, it's not going up. That's what she said. Oh, this will feel good if I get this. Come on. 135. 135. Just like grabbing a human and hoisting them up in the air. Two. Almost got three. Woo! All right. That felt good, guys. 135. Power clean press for Arnold. Went for three. Couldn't quite get her. Didn't want to blow the shoulder out. So we bailed. No shame in a bail, especially after 2 reps. Okay. So let's do some air squats to keep working the butt, keep working the legs, keep working the calves. Whew, that felt good, Arnold. That felt fucking good. But I gotta keep practicing those before I start doing full-blown, 4 or 5 set type routines. That will eventually wear me down. All right, so after a good power lift, we're coming right into our yoga. Feet are apart, lean to one side. Turn that foot out, lean to the other side. Turn that foot out. Downward facing dog. Up dog. Come back into your extended plank, step through, left hand down, right hand up, twist, reach forward, come back, up dog, extended plank, step through, right hands down, left hands up, reach forward, come down to a plank. Planks are tedious, redundant, but highly effective. One of the great ways to integrate them into your workout is jumping into it when you're already working hard. You want to keep the heart rate up, but you want to give some of your power muscles a little bit of a break and just put all the stress, all of the work into the core, particularly the abdomen. Speaking of which, let's roll over to our back, get another 100 sit-ups. Woo! I don't know how many that was, but it was a lot. All right, back to our cat cows. Really getting in deep with our hips. All right, back on our feet. All right, let's grab our bands. I'm going to put my music back on. Start with our light ones, our yellows. So after doing the presses, staying on our shoulders, staying on our traps. Small backward circles into big backward circles. Forward circles. All right. we're coming back to our air squats. Getting deep, coming all the way up to our tippy toes. We should really feel this after doing power presses, running, yoga. This will build up your leg muscle, build up your endurance, build up your core strength. Keep working, boy. Whew. Up on those tippy toes, bouncing. All right. You know, I never noticed that. Above my squat rack, it looks like I could actually potentially try to dead hang from there with a smaller bar. Ethan, you in there, brother? I think we might go for a deadlift. It's a dead hang. Because if you guys look, I'm tired from the other shoulder exercises, but I never, dumbass me, never noticed. Look at that little bridge up there. Now it's a bit tight. Yeah, I could do it like that. You could do it like that. All right, do I have a dead hang in me? I should at least be able to do a minute. But obviously, I think my record's 147. So I'd love to get into the 120s, 130s, or higher. Gotta get the breathing right. All right, thanks, Ethan. Let's see what we can do. For the Arnold workout. For Arnold. Which way do I want to do it? I think this one. We're off. I think that was like a minute 30. 125, 125. That's what, honestly, about what I was hoping to get. Good 125. All right, let's get right back into it. That will be my new dead hang spot. And I'll do it after not doing power clean presses. And we're going to break our record next week, Christmas week. So we're doing rows. I want to arch my back a little more, lean forward a little more. Thanks, Ethan. Arnold was infamous for rows. He'd do more with big ass dumbbells, though. Step forward, straight up. Hammer curl. Reverse curl. Hammer curl. Reverse curl. Hammer curl. Reverse curl. Hammer curl. Reverse curl. Whew! This has been a great full body. All right, coming over to our bench for some torture sit-ups, as I like to call them, where our legs are flat, and we're putting all of the pressure really on our lower back. Why can't I figure out the right angle here? Eight 39. This will get us up over 300. Ab work hurts, but you got to do it every day. You got to earn them. We're coming right over to a plank. So we've done hundreds of sit-ups. We've done over 100 air squats. Ran a mile and a half. Good 15 minutes of yoga with some different difficult poses, including balance poses. 2 sets on the power clean press, including one at 135, which I probably haven't done in 20 years. Got a dead hang in. We've got some band work in. And the core work is solid. Let's go opposite hand, opposite foot, up in the air. Switch it up. Down dog. Into extended plank. Vinyasana. Upward facing dog. It's called the Arnold shot. Extended plank. Come to one side for a side plank. Knee to elbow. Switch it up. Knee to elbow. Back to the plank. Whoo, the abs are feeling it. Now we're going to do something tough. We're going to come right back up to extended plank. We're going to plant our left foot and go right knee to right elbow. Now on 5, we come across. Even harder. On 10, hold it. Slowly let the foot down. Transition into the right, becoming the plant foot. Left knee to left elbow. Whoops, I did over 5. Back into plank. This will absolutely light your core on fire. Just this last sequence alone. Roll onto our back. Air humps. Pull your knees in. Opposite movement. Go for the reverse. Let me just. And then, whoops. There we go. Split, scissor, split, scissor. Get our last set of sit-ups. This will get us to 500. 500 crunches, 100 air squats, power clean presses, dead hangs, running, yoga, planks, plank work, band work, full body. Oh, baby boy, get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. I don't know what I'm at. I'm over 5. I'm freaking burning. No music. Dead silent room. Full fucking psycho mode. You just gotta want it more. That's all it is. You just gotta fucking want it more. Woo! Abs are absolutely on fire. All right. Let's go traditional for Arnold. So we're getting close to the end here. Gonna grab our old trusty 20-pound dumbbells and work through our variant curls. Regular. Hammer. This might actually help make more sense of what I'm doing with the bands. And reverse. So you can see the 3 different grips. You can still do these pretty seamlessly, but I've really gotten addicted to using the band. This is a good switch up though. And you see every now and then, I like to fall back on the dumbbells, change up how I'm working my muscle. Even if I'm working the same muscle, just change up how I'm working it a little bit. And I think the main difference when you're using dumbbells is that gravity does its work when you come down. So you can obviously come down slowly and that'll feel more resistance-like, but I think more naturally you're gonna have the weight come down and then you're more explosive coming up. Whereas with the resistance band, you're almost forced to do it under a more controlled pace and style. And that's where I really feel that isolation and I really love that workout. Woo! We're working. We are working. Let's grab our yellow band again. Coming back to our shoulders, our traps. After the clean press, after the hang, after the extended plank work. These are going to be tough. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the hardest one. Getting the grip between my thumb and my palm. Press down, in. Press down, in. This is going to work your traps in a way that you probably haven't felt before, particularly when you come down and you start moving this in with perfect symmetry, keeping the elbows relatively up and not actually touching them, but bringing them all the way around together circularly. All right. Sip of body armor. Now I actually want to grab my 40-pounder, which I have right here. I've been bringing it to work with me, so it's in my backpack. Okay. This is another set dedicated to Arnold. Really going under control and Feeling that pump. All right. Tough curl into a press. Arnold loved his overhead presses. And you can really feel it supersetted with the hammer curl. Now let's go reverse curl. Regular curl. Reverse press. Hammer curl. Woo! Oh, that was tough. Oh. And hold. Arnold's got me ready to run through a brick wall. Whew. Holy cow. All right. Finished the workout on a plank. What a pump today. What a freaking pump today. Again, thank you, Arnold, for all the inspiration. So honored to hear from you yesterday, and so hopeful that we're able to collaborate in the future. But regardless, what a highlight of my career, my personal life, all the above. Yesterday was really something for me, and I can never thank you enough. I hope everybody has a great Saturday. As I've promised, I'm keeping the workouts closer to 1 hour, so it's a little more pragmatic for everybody. Might do a little more in the gym, might get some more stuff up on the YouTube, but I love you all. I appreciate the support, and get after it today. Challenge yourself. Do something you're going to be proud of, because only got a certain amount of time, so there's no reason to put it off. I love you guys. Have a good day.